Hello everyone, just a little update from summer school and just before I take my official break for the holidays. Apologies that there's a bit of a fan on the background, but we're having a little bit of a heat wave at the moment. I'm absolutely boiling. So if you look through some of my previous videos, I was part of a slow stitch collaboration with Suzanne, Melanie, Lauretta, Jeanette, Sarah and Rachel, where we were creating pieces of work each month. So we were given colour, well, we chose colours and then people created work in our colours. So I've been off to summer school this weekend, which is, I was a member of the Halifax Embroiderers Guild. The Embroiderers Guild, if you're not in the UK, is sort of going under a little bit of a turbulence, to put it mildly, and we still have summer school, which is for our region. So for summer school I was doing a lovely workshop with an artist called Flo Collinwood and we were making books. So my little hamper here, I got my little hamper all together and I thought I wanted to make a book out of all the pieces that everybody sent me, so I thought summer school will be a fantastic place to do that. So inside my little hamper, these are all the bits and pieces that I've got left. So when I got my pieces from everybody, everybody was just so generous in sending lots and lots of bits and pieces, lots of vintage textiles and everything, and I have to say it was an absolute delight. I had unpicked them. If you look through some of the back videos, I had undone them, but I don't actually think I went through them enough beforehand. So I was just in absolute ecstasy, I suppose, textile ecstasy. So these still got all this stuff left, that I've still got stuff to play with, but I thought I'd share the book with you that I've made. Well, it's not 100% finished, but I'm getting there. So let's pull up a chair and sit down. Okay, so I'm still finishing it off a little bit, but this is the book. Oh heck, everything's falling to pieces. So this is the book that I have made. And over the weekend I have made the cover to the book. So what I'll do is I will open that out so that you can see the cover. There we go. So I got a piece of old quilt and cut that to the size. I knew I wanted to do a wrap, and spent the first day, if you have a look on my Instagram you can see some of the pictures. So we got there on Friday evening, well no, afternoon, and that evening Flo introduced us to the fabric book. She's got loads of examples, absolutely beautiful, beautiful books. So I just started doing what I always do, which is creating my background. So it was pinning all the different fabrics on. This beautiful corner here of a handkerchief is absolutely stunning. I'll see if the camera will come down a little bit. There we go. So this was the bit that was going to wrap around the front, and then this was going to be the actual front cover. And Flo was really encouraging us to play around with stitch and hand stitch. So I just started off really simply on the Saturday, just doing lots of tacking stitches, lots and lots of running stitch. Beautiful bit there of some vintage tatting, and did a little bit of couching and just lots of little bits and pieces like that. But I had already decided that the main bit that I wanted to embroider was once the wrap was closed. So this little bit here is really influenced by Flo's work. She's trained at the Royal School of Needlework. Her work is exquisite. It is unbelievable. I did feel under a lot of pressure because she's very technically amazing, and I sort of make it up as I'm going along. But anyway, she liked what I was doing, so I ended up creating some Suffolk puffs. You know I love a Suffolk puff, and then some beautiful bits of stitching. Don't know why my camera's decided that it's not going to focus on anything. Some bullion knots, which I love as well. Got a gorgeous piece of I think it's a place setting, actually had the letter A on it, and that formed the edge. Then when it was opened, I wanted to put some writing on. So I've got the Slow Stitch Collab 7 2020, and then some extra pieces sort of just created the edge to the piece there. This was a new stitch that I learned, which was a raised chain stitch, which is absolutely beautiful. But I've made the book so that I can carry on working on it, because I've got that there, and I was originally going to have things off that. So I have sort of done it so that I can keep on going and keep on adding pieces to the book. So I've left the backs open because I quite like the backs when you've been stitching. I don't mind it. I think it sort of tells a story, and sometimes I like that sometimes more than the front. So when you then open it up, one of the things then that I did was, when Rachel sent me her piece, she sent me a lovely bag that the piece was in. So I've trimmed that to create a pocket at the front, and then in the pocket I have got the cards that came with the pieces. These are just gorgeous in themselves, and a lovely letter from Melanie. So I wanted to keep everything, as much stuff as I could, together. So it was nice being able to use the bag that the piece came in to create the pocket. And then it's not going to be very easy to show you this, but I shall do my best. So to start off with, you can look at the pages as a book. So I've done them in the, well, I'm praying I got these in the right order. I had to really go back through my Instagram just to make sure I'd got these all in the right order. So I've got Rachel's piece and Sarah and Jeanette's pieces. It was so nice getting these back out again and just having a look at the pieces of work, and they look beautiful all together. People at the summer school did think I'd done all these all in the weekend. I know I'm quite a quick stitcher, and I'm quite well, people tell me I'm quite prolific in the amount of work that I produce, but even I couldn't do all this. So there's Jeanette and Lauretta's piece. Oh, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why do I feel like it's not folded up properly? Oh, it's because that's right. That's fine. It's Rachel's at the front. Yep. Then we go double. So Sarah and Jeanette's, Loretta's and Melanie's, and Suzanne's. And then the bit that I'm busy doing at the moment, the last little bit that I'm doing, is I'm just going to do like a little index at the back with everybody's names on. So I'm busy back stitching these at the moment. The blue is just a water-soluble fabric pen, and then I'll probably pop some lace. I've got loads of bits left over, so I can add other bits on there. But the actual book is a concertina book, so it does open up all the way, so you can also then see all the pieces all together. And what I did on the back was I just put a little piece of vintage sheeting on the back, and then this is inspired by Vicky of the Linen Garden. She makes this beautiful bunting out of scraps of fabric, and I've got so much fabric left I wanted to make some extra bits. So just on the spines on the back of each one, I've just got a little bit of bunting, just so. It's mainly because I didn't really like all the white on the back. It didn't look as nice, but I haven't covered up the backs of the pages because, again, I love them. I think the backs are absolutely stunning. It really tells a story in the backs of people's work. I know sometimes people are a bit like, oh no, I don't like the back of my piece of work, but it's part of it. So that all folds back in. And I just wanted it all to be kept somewhere safe, and I feel quite honoured really to be putting these all together in this book. So there's a piece by everybody, and then the cover is by me. So then that just wraps round and tucks in. My daughter said I should put a button on the front, but I don't really want to add anything else to the front. I quite like it just like that. It just feels like a little blanket. It's nice and chunky. Not put really anything on the back. I'll probably put a tag here on the back to say that like it's my book and it's from 2020. So that's it. So this is me, I suppose, sort of signing off for the summer. I'm going to take a little bit of a break from it. Well, I say a little bit of a break. I'm not really having a break. I'm having a break. That doesn't make sense. I am having a break. I will still be posting things and things like this, but I'm just having a little bit of a go slow. I've got quite a few little projects that I just want to just get on with. Don't worry that the tags won't be there. They will. They're all scheduled to go. I've got all the tags ready, and they will still come out on a Friday. I'll still keep posting on Instagram, no doubt, while I'm having a break, sharing whatever I'm busy stitching, because no doubt I will have stitching with me as well. But I just wanted to share that with you. This final piece sort of brings that collaboration to a bit of a conclusion, I suppose. I'd love to thank Suzanne for organising it and the ladies for taking part. And yeah, I feel very, very honoured that I am looking after this book of amazing, amazing artwork. So as usual, everybody, mwah, happy stitching, stay safe, and I will be, well, I'll be back on Friday, but I'll be back properly sometime in August. Okay, love you lots. Bye.